Hello, welcome to the channel Unity 151. My name is Joe. I talk about and review sci-fi, space opera, military sci-fi and books along them lines. Today's video is the spoiler for Scott Moon's Invasion Day, which is book 1 of 4, I believe. So let's do it. I will talk about 5 topics that I like. I'm going to spoil as much as I can spoil to keep the video to what length it is. Bang! There's the picture. Because I'm not holding this all the time because, yeah, I'm just not going to do it. First off, I'm going to talk about topics first. My topics are story and world building, characters, battles, machines of war and technology, aliens and or who the enemy are. This is going to be a spoiler video. If you don't want to watch a spoiler video, please don't. There's a link there for the non-spoiler. But you can always just let this run, hit the like button, then do that. If not, click that, don't spoil it. I'm going to spoil it to what I can spoil. I'm going to read the blurb on the back of the book, and then after that I'll tell you what I thought, and then go into the categories and stuff like that basically. Right, David Osage is a dangerous man with a dangerous past, but these days he's just trying to keep his head down. Driving big rigs, one night he saddles himself with a hitchhiker, a nuisance who's more than she seems, and that's when everything changes. No one was ready for an alien invasion. Death is raining from the sky, and the only question left is, do you run, fight or submit? For David Osage and his family, answering isn't as easy as giving the alien invaders the finger. I like this book. I thought it was good. Buy it. Do it. It's good. I bought the second book. I really liked it. I even bought a different book of a different series of him because I liked it. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. It's very good. So that's that. I'm going to now talk about the 5 points. Story and world building. It was very good. I want to learn more. It's very interesting. I liked the book. It was good. So the invaders, the Fosca, they come to Earth, smashed Earth. They beat us quite easy. Most aliens do. It's the way it goes really. Some of the humans knew they was coming. So you've got David, Laura and Charles. Charles is, I think it's Charles, Charles, whatever, something wrong. Anyway, his bosses, he worked for a gaming company, his bosses he definitely knew they was coming because they're kind of in league with the aliens to a degree, and they built a bunker and got all their workers into a bunker, so he survived in a bunker. David's on the run, he's driving around with Dust, who Dust is some hitchhiker, some shady hitchhiker, and then Laura, she's a police officer who basically just gets, she has like a really epic first little fight, and then she gets bitten by one of them, and then her life just goes miserable. I feel quite bad for her, to be honest. So the aliens, they're only swinging past Earth. It's like a pit stop. They come over here, drink some blood. Whether you've got a pulse or your pulse is just gone, they drink your blood, don't care. Humans, aliens, whatever, they've got these tongues that whip out, these nasty little tongues. That's it. That's basically the beginning of the story. So you've got David. David's the main guy. David finds Dust. He helps Dust. She's getting chased by these humans who are pretty sure these humans are working for the aliens, because they've got this like A, or it's an upside down A symbol on their shirts, and some of the aliens got it because he sees the aliens have got it when they're flying ships fighting and all going to hell. She's shady, pretty sure they're signing up with her. You do find out, but you get from the get-go, you know there's something a bit weird about her. What I liked about this is you've got the 3 characters, the 3 siblings. You see all 3 of them from the invasion from different points. So you've got David, who sees just as the invasion started, the ship's coming down and a bit of fighting, not much, but a little bit of fighting. Then you've got Laura, who sees all these disturbances because all these aliens are running around. Where the aliens are running around doing stuff, but they don't know it's aliens, they get called out to disturbances, and then that's where it sort of kicks off for her. And then Charles, I think it's Charles, he gets summoned to the bunker with all the other workers, and then they find out there's an invasion, and then he goes over there because there's an invasion with his family, and he's got marriage issues, there's drama there because she's having sex with another worker, there's drama, But anyway, so he's got, that's sort of the 3 things. You got where David's running around, he travels a hell of a lot, and he sees a lot of different people, he helps people out, and there's a lot of, you find a lot of information out from other characters and stuff, because the aliens are actually, even though they've invaded, they are working with the humans to try and control the humans because they don't want to just wipe us out. Some of the aliens, when they twonga, get you with the old things, you can survive it and you turn into one of them who then needs to drink blood. So then they give you rats and they have to drink blood. It's all crazy. But I like that. It's quite a good touch, to be honest. Laura, poor old Laura, so she gets tongued, bang. So then she starts turning, so she has to eat rats, and then she fakes not eating rats to try and survive, and then she does, then she sort of just goes messed up. She goes like proper cold turkey, like a heroin addict. She's all like, dying. There's other people who are doing it, and other police officers, and they haven't turned, but they've given the police officers choice to keep doing your jobs to help, because even though they defeated the military and wiped a load of people out, still lots of people around, and then like people just get on with their lives because there's nothing you can do, and the aliens are sort of like, keep doing your stuff, and then they put people into positions to run what's left of the human race and stuff, which was quite a nice touch really, because a lot of times when you have fights and wars and stuff, just the general mass of people just sort of, what happens to them? What, they're all in shelters? No, they're not all in shelters. Stuff. Someone has to do stuff with them. So I like that. That was quite a good touch with that, to be honest. With Charles, where he's in the bunker, a lot of governing people, or people from the government, go to the bunker. So with this, you see the biggest battle, which is a naval battle. He's in the room where all these military people are, and all these other powerful people and stuff. So he gets to witness this, and he sees it all from like the government's point of view. So you've always, you've got these three different point of views, which I liked. It was very good. I enjoyed the whole story and the world building and the aliens and Earth just getting smashed and why the aliens are here, and the aliens having a disagreement with another species of aliens, I believe. I can't remember if they're having a war, they're running or leaving, they're going somewhere because of something. I like it. I like humans. Just the fact that you're just there. You're just bystanders. You're just part of something bigger that's happening. I do like that. So with that, I'm gonna give that 4 out of 5. Characters. So you've got 3 characters, like I said. You've got David, Laura, and Charles. Pretty sure it's Charles. And you've got the other point of view characters, and you've got Dust. David's the big brother. Laura's the middle one, and Charles is he's the little nerdier one, basically. Both of the younger siblings look up to the older one. The older one, he looks up to Laura more. He does talk more about her, even though Charles is more of a smart man. He does talk about him a bit, but I feel like there's more of a connection between Laura and David than what there is with David and Charles. And both of the younger brothers do talk about the older brother. So I like that little thing, but they're all separate. I know that they're going to merge together, but at the moment they're separate. And I do like that they're all very different characters, and they're very strong, different characters. And they have a little pool, each one of them have their little pool of characters. David meets a lot of people on the way. Laura has people with her. She interacts the most with the aliens, which I like. And you see a lot more from the aliens' point of view, which was really nice. David sees from like the military side, and he tries to escape and come back. But the 3 pools of people and characters was really nice. It was very balanced, and I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed the characters in this one. Dust, she's a sketchy one out of a lot of them. I'm going to talk more about her later, to be honest. But with all this, with the characters, I'm going to give the characters a 4 out of 5. Battles. So the battles you see a bit of fight at the beginning with David from his point of view. Laura, again, she sees the after effects of the invasion, but she has like a little fight. I'm going to talk about this. It's the only thing that let me down. Was David, you see from David's point of view, you see the aliens coming down and the ship's flying around a bit blowing up, and he's trying to drive his truck away, and there's aliens jumping on his truck, and then you find a military place where there's refugees there, and all these guys got M16s and all this. I think it's M16s, I don't know what it is, it can't actually tell. Like, well, anyway, they've got all these guns and stuff. You think, oh, it's quite interesting. It's going to be building up. We're going to see a bit of battle on the road. And then Laura's point of view, she has a bit of a shoot up with the cops and the aliens, and they get wiped the floor, absolutely butchered. And I thought, this is really good. I'm really liking this. And even though everything else after that was really good, there was lots of fighting and lots of stuff. That was it of the initial invasion. You see a few counter-attacks, but you don't see the initial invasion or anything along that. You just hear about it, and I just wish I could have seen that. Whether I just saw a little bit of the military fighting on the roads as David was going, he's like, see the fighting over there, it's like, doosh, 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 blowing, and he's like, well, I'm going this way. I would have liked that. for me personally, the only thing I felt it lacked. But the battle's really good. Yeah, there's lots of car chases. David trying to escape the aliens. The ships are after him all the time because they're after him for, you know, reasons. Dust. Charles sees the naval battles and planes fighting. There's lots of fighting. There's lots and lots of little fighting all over the place. Charles actually does tell, like, he escapes, does a runner with this military security guard guy. Well, security guard guy comes with him to help him, and they're hiding because these swarm of all these aliens come. Because the aliens, some of these aliens get a bit nutty in the head because they need blood. And they go berserk and rage, and they just wipe out cities. There's thousands of them. They just butcher all the humans, everything. And they come in there, they're trying to kill them, and they're in the big shit up in the room, shooting all these aliens. They're like, dush, 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 and, you know, machine guns doing it. And Charles is like, bang, bang, my glasses, because he's, you know. But the other the security guy's like, duh, 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 duh. They're about to die, and this other alien comes in, just beats all the other aliens, because the aliens are like, we don't like the aliens who do that. It was good. No, that was good. The battles and that were really good, but I just felt that one bit for me let me down, because the build up of the beginning, I thought, oh, I'm going to see a bit of, but I didn't. But I liked it. I really did like it. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 3.5 out of 5. I'm going to give that. I enjoyed it. It was good. I just felt like I just would have liked a bit more of seeing the military just in the beginning get smashed. The actual people, you know, the troops with the tanks and stuff. I would have liked a little bit of that. That's a personal opinion anyway. Technologies and machines of war. Now we'll talk about travelling first. There's two ways they space travel. There's like a slower one where they go in like a cryo or hibernation or something, but it affects their blood, or they have to put something in their blood, or it does something to their blood. So they need to, when they stop off planets on their way, to basically drink the blood to get their energy back, so then they can travel. Because Earth apparently has magic blood. I don't know if it's just Earth or there's other planets like that, but they've stopped off a lot of planets doing this. So this is why I believe they're having a war, and they've got to get from one end to the other end. I don't know why they're travelling. I don't believe anyway. Whatever way, that was quite an interesting take on having to travel. You know, you can sleep through cryo, but it messes your blood up, and you need to get fresh blood, which I like that. The other form of travelling is it's definitely a faster than life sort of travel, whether it's like teleport or just super fast, but you need something. So there's something they're trying to find, which they don't know where it is, but if they get this thing, they can then instant travel, which that's an interesting thing as well. So they're the two sort of travelling aspects of it. There are different ships. You got the spaceships. There's some in space. There's big ones that have landed. They've got smaller ones that sort of hover a bit, which is like a battleships sort of from the movie. That's what I feel like. It's a bit like the way it's all like that. Yeah, that's my spaceship noise. There's ground vehicles, I believe. There's the armoured suits. But everything can take damage though. It's not like, you know, super powerful shields, ping, nothing does anything. You know, they do take damage, but there's just too advanced anyway. Yeah, no, I like that. That was a nice take on it, to be honest. I will give the technologies and machines of war I'll give them a 4 out of 5. Aliens and who the enemy are. Fosca. I think they're called Fosca. They're interesting. They're blue-ish, humanoidy, scary faces, blah, like this. You know, they're different. They're very different to humans, but they don't understand humans because we have like a lot of emotion, when they don't seem to have a lot of emotion, or something like that. But there's different types who are a bit more understanding than other ones. Some are just, you know, don't care, whatever, human. Where other ones will talk a bit more. Some want to help the humans in the Fosca way. So I did like how the aliens themselves were. Obviously they've got their tongues, which is how they suck the blood with their little tongue things. They suck anyway. They poison you. I think they infect you and they suck your blood and whatever. They go a bit blood crazy. They need to get the blood, so they eat and suck and stuff and all sorts of crazy stuff. There's different types of Fosca. I think there's Fosca or something, but they had their names in front, so it'd be like Joe Fusca, then there's like Joe Fosca, So I don't know. There's different names. So I like the fact there's different names, different sort of aliens and stuff. So, you know, that was very good. I did like that sort of little details like that. Their ranks. They have sort of different ranks. So like you've got like the people. So the people at the top, the higher up the rank you are, you drink human blood, and then you drink cows. Lower down, then the bottom ones drink rats. And it's sort of their ranking goes the same. So you have, but they're quite content with their ranking, from what I understand. You've got doctors and scientists. You've got workers who just move stuff around. You've got the leaders, the warriors, the fighters. You've got, you know, the ones who fly ships and drive machines and stuff. They're very, I think they're class-based sort of species. I'm guessing, you know, might be wrong, but it's interesting. It's nice as well. I did like that too. I said earlier that they don't like you know, you drink what you have to drink. You're only allowed to drink what you want to drink. You have to abide by our rules. And when they go a bit crazy and they don't drink, they just kill their own kind. You know, they don't care. And there's like different like the humans would get infected by the thing. They have to drink and turn. They don't turn, but you go like them who need blood. Or if you don't, you turn to some weird mutant, some weird creature that runs around and they have to kill them as well. That was it. They were very interesting aliens. I'm quite curious about them. So I'm definitely, I'm looking forward to finding more about them. As well as you've got another little secret alien, which is Dust. Who knew? Dust is an alien. Yeah, so she's another species, and she can do the fast and light travel. She can do it herself, so that's quite interesting as well. But you don't know nothing about her. She's a mystery, and all through the story, Dave is trying to ask her, and she's just like, no, don't talk about it. She's very, very cold towards him. So yeah, it's an interesting story. I really enjoyed this book. It was good. Bought the second one, as I said. Go buy it. Support Scott Moon. You know, I've only read one book of his, but I know he works hard and does a lot of books. Most authors do. You know, support him. He's good. I enjoyed this. I like this book. Invasion Day, no. Resistance Day is the next one. So I'm looking forward to a bit more fighting, killing, find out more about the aliens. That's what I want to see. Fighting. I want to find out the aliens. That's what I want. You know, kill the characters off. Whatever. Give me aliens, give me fighting. Yeah, that's that. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you and bye-bye. Oh, damn it, what have I done? No! Go back. I'm messing up the script. Fosca. Yeah, I did it wrong. My cat. Oh dear, I'm going mad.